Hey everybody, HMV here, playing some Darkest Dungeon, and you may recognize this as the provision screen for going into the third Darkest Dungeon. It's got the 4 camps. I have loaded up on stuff. We are ready to go. You'll notice I have a Plague Doctor, and I had put the Plague Doctor in treatment last time, and the reason why the Plague Doctor is going out, even though she was in treatment last time, is bad news. I recorded multiple episodes in a row, and they all had the same terrible audio problem. I am not going to record post-commentary for doing random leveling up missions, but I figured this one deserved it. So we're heading into the third Darkest Dungeon with these 3 guys, and it was over a week ago for me, and I've been on vacation for that entire week, and I have no idea what I did. So hopefully this commentary won't totally suck. But, yeah, going into this, I didn't know exactly what was going to happen. I knew I had been spoiled slightly, and so I knew that the goal was in the center. And I knew that there was the ability to be teleported. At this point in time, I thought that fighting the final battle would teleport you. Like, you'd go in, you'd get one shot off at the bad guy, and then he would teleport you away, and then you'd have to work your way back. That's why there was 4 camps. Won't say whether or not that's the case, but that's what I believed. And I decided that I was just going to go across. From the entry room, I was going to go across to the right, and then down, and then right, and then down, until ideally I hit the final room. I had no idea what monsters I was going to fight. I had no idea of anything. And obviously, I am fighting those guys from the second round, the ones who blight you, I think, and give you stress. So this is not a good spot for the Plague Doctor to double blight the back ranks or double stun the black ranks. So I decided to blight the front ranks here. And nice crit there. That was pretty awesome. And now the first one's dead, and he never even got a move, which is great. Now we're going to try to stun this one, I assume. And the Vestal misses. And so we decided to try to stun with this guy, and he gets it. So only one guy got a shot off in the first round, which makes me pretty darn happy. Second round starts. We're going to try basically the same thing. We're just going to try to stun this guy, and it doesn't work, which really makes me mad. He apparently has a speed of infinity, and he apparently loves targeting Vestals, who go first, therefore they can't heal themselves after they get hit on a crit. Plague Doctor blights up this guy. We try to smack him as hard as we can to hopefully guarantee he dies. We got a little bit of more damage needed to be done to him. So I'm deciding what to do. Will this do it? I think I need to get 4. No, I only needed 3, so it was guaranteed to kill him if it hit, but of course it didn't hit. So now he's going to Nash him for 20 points and die. So now my Vestal, who's been going first all this time, needs to heal herself. And of course she doesn't go first this time, because, that would be beneficial. And we have to prioritize killing this guy, though, because we cannot deal with that. Oh, and he, of course, gets to go. He attacks my Man-at-Arms, doing a ton of damage, and getting killed all before the Vestal gets to go. Yay! That's awesome. Okay, so, obviously, I only have one choice, so I'm going to go down. But I am going to heal. I'm going to camp first, and I have so much food. I'm trying to decide what do I want to do, and I guess I went with 4. I kind of thought I might go for 8, just to guarantee the most healing possible, but what do I know? We decided to go with Tactics, because I love it. We decided to go with Sharpened Spear. I don't really want a Sanctuary to prevent the nighttime ambush, because I don't know if you need to prevent the nighttime ambush in the Darkest Dungeon. I've never been ambushed, but I generally prevented the nighttime ambush. It seems like something that would probably happen. Honestly, I don't remember what happened here. I don't remember if I did it, and if I did it, I don't remember if I got surprised. I'm trying to decide Battle Trance, and I go for it even though the Man-at-Arms has already used his stun move once, implying that I'm going to be using it a lot. So that might have been a dumb move. We're deciding here. She's got tons of blight moves. I don't know why that mattered, but we apparently buffed her up with some stun resist. Now, we didn't get surprised, which is nice to know. There's at least one data point an anecdotal data point if you must, but it shows that possibly you can't get surprised in the Darkest Dungeon. By the way, the backgrounds of this, I love it, and I also hate it. I think it's really cool and very dynamic and very artistic, but it's also pretty freaking disgusting. Sorry, I'm drinking coffee as we go here. So far, we've been not very harried. I decide immediately to forego my go left, right, or left down, or right down, and we come across this guy who is crazy. He kind of looks like a shambler, and his friend kind of looks like a Q-tip with Ren and Stimpy like features on him. It just looks horrifically disgusting. The big guy's a mammoth cyst. The little guy is a white cell stalk. So apparently, yeah, we are inside, literally, the belly of the beast. And the Vestal finally gets to go first, so she's going to super heal herself. You need to kill. And I'm trying to decide if I kill the white cell, is the cyst just going to bring it back? And I decide, you know what, I'm not even going to bother looking at that. I'm just going to kill the cyst as quickly as possible. The displace move is a move, so luckily my Plague Doctor resisted it, and we are just going to pile the dots on the cyst. Because even though he has pretty good resists, we have awesome abilities. Now he's taken 10 damage a turn. He's at 129. He shoots a laser beam. I think he might be dynamite with those laser beams, which is debuffs our Vestal. Honestly, he could debuff the Vestal's accuracy all day long. She is probably going to be healing this entire fight. We got a nice riposte on him, which is cool. Bulging gaze makes his eyeball pop out, speaking of Ren and Stimpy, and we're doing pretty good, though. So Vestal decides, I think she's going to targeted heal here as well, which I suppose makes sense. The Plague Doctor and the Hellion, their entire job is to put dots on. And am I really going to bolster? Yeah. I was thinking maybe defending the Vestal would be a good idea, but oh well, what are you going to do? When you watch things in post, things happen differently. Bulging gaze, he's going to bulge his gaze out again at her. We're going to try to displace again, which I still haven't seen actually work, and there we go, it actually works. But now the Man-at-Arms can use his stun move without displacing the Hellion from her front ranks where she pretty much needs to be. He is starting to hurt pretty bad, though. And the Plague Doctor can still do her massive plague thing, the thing she was going to do anyway, which is awesome. Yeah, I'm not going to stun here. Why was I even thinking about that? Let's heal the Man-at-Arms, and then we're going to put more bleed on this guy. He is hurting pretty bad, and then we are going to do our stun move. There we go. And I don't even care if it works so much, but it does, which is awesome. And that puts this guy in the front. Now we are 10 points away. We need to do 8 points of damage. That white blood cell is going to displace him back again, so he gets a chance to stun again, which is fine by me. And now we don't have to worry about this guy. He's dead. Oh, no, he's not dead next turn. He's at 24 damage. He just healed himself. What a meanie. We need to get him. We need to do 14 damage to him, or this enough bleed to get it. Now that'll do it. This will be about a 50-50 chance. I think it was about a 50-50 chance for each. Sadly, the bleed didn't land. Luckily, we can use our Blight Bomb, even though he's in the back, because he's so freaking big. That's 16 damage. He's at 16 damage. He's dead, even if he uses his heal move, which is awesome. So the Vestal now is going to try to stun this guy. 139 to 73. It was worth a try, and it worked. Now we're going to, we don't need to stun him, which is kind of funny because, so let's just activate Riposte. The only move that he had that I really wanted was a stun. So we just killed the big guy, which is fine by me. That guy's stunned. We should have no trouble killing him before he gets in one more move off. So let's go ahead and blight him up. Let's stun him again. That was mostly just to move him back up front. And then let's hack this guy as hard as we possibly can. And he's dead, and we have defeated the first of the mini bosses, I guess. They're pretty big mini bosses, but the first of the mini bosses of this dungeon, moderately handily. Now we got just a group of creatures. We got guys from the second dungeon, and we've got guys from this dungeon that we just saw. Although that white blood cell is not, I don't believe, a white blood cell stock anymore. It's an actual Q-tip that the beast accidentally broke off in its nose when it was taking care of stuff. It's an antibody. That's what it is. Okay, what are we going to do with the Vestal? The Vestal wants to bleed and wants to also try to kill. That won't kill, which bothers me. But if you can't kill anybody, soften someone up. And or stun the somebody who hasn't moved yet, which looks like... Oh, no, activate Riposte. Okay, Riposte is not a bad move. The Vestal hopefully will be healing herself. I guess we've decided we're going to pick on this guy. And I think I was just saying I probably should have double stunned or double blighted the back ranks. I assume that's what I said. By the way, sorry there's no sound effects. The sound effects and the audio track were both destroyed with my terrible audio recording quality. Man-at-Arms is hurting bad. He needs a crit heal for 24. Get him right back into the fray. Okay, it is almost the end of the second round, and we just finally killed our first guy. Man-at-Arms is way in the back. He needs to do 2 stun moves. We also need to get bleed on this guy or hit him to ideally kill him this turn. 15 damage will do it. He is no longer a concern. He can only bolster from the back ranks, or he can move forward. I don't remember what I decided to do, but it looks like I'm thinking about moving forward too and just getting him back up. Yeah, his stun move isn't the greatest idea. So now we're going to start blighting up this guy. This will also pull this guy forward so everybody can take a swing at him. Although I think everybody can hit the third rank because that matters. Man-at-Arms is taking it on the face, but he is dealing it back, which is nice. Plague Doctor, Monthbrai, just got stunned, which kind of sucks. Now we can't stun because that'll pull the Hellion out of ranks. So we're going to activate Riposte again. Then we're going to put bleed on this guy, I assume. Or just hit him for 34 crit. Not bad at all. We're getting enough crits to make up for any stress we get, which is very nice. I love that when you get the crits that relieve the stress that the monsters give you by critting on you. Those things are harsh. Without critting, he did 19 damage. Let's go ahead and plop some blight on him. Let's also smack him in the face with some bleed. He's trying to stall? Oh, yeah, we're trying to stall. We want to give the Vestal a chance to heal up. There you go. That's nice. Yeah, now you'll notice we haven't gotten very much blight or bleed, if any at all. Making me think that possibly the Plague Doctor was not super necessary. Although I love that. I love her blight and I love her stun. Although we haven't used the stun either. Mostly because she's been blighting everybody she can find. I decided to give everybody some food. I don't want to use up my food too much, but I also don't want to die. So I opt to do that. And oh, good. Another one. Let's go ahead and blight this guy up. It seemed to work the last time. We took a little bit of damage last time, but we weren't really in any danger. I also decided to do some utility heals on the Vestal and just help everybody out. And I also decide I'm going to try to take out that white blood cell because, I don't know if he's going to bring it back. And if I can get rid of it, and then I don't have to worry about it anymore, there's nothing wrong with that at all. And I'm also probably at this point thinking that I should have double blighted the back ranks with the Plague Doctor because the damage on that big guy isn't as big of a deal as the stacking up of the blight. The Plague Doctor's bread and butter move is the blight. That was a nice double dodge there. So, nope, I'm going to heal. I guess, did she get... Well, she got a disease, apparently. I should probably pay attention to that sort of thing. But, and then she's going to go right back to trying to kill this guy. She actually hit him this time, which is nice. And then I might be thinking about stunning, but again, that'll move her back, which is no good. So I just smack him really hard. And we're working on him. He's about, a quarter of the way down. He shot a laser beam and then got riposted on. And here's where I find out that the white blood cell can heal. So that guy he can heal twice. He can heal himself and the white blood cell can heal him. Now I'm like, okay, now the white blood cell definitely has to die. And I still haven't figured out the double blight move. I do eventually. I realized that I could double blight the back ranks. I might be doing it right here where I'm moving the mouse cursor back and forth. Love those crit heals from the Vestal. Those are awesome. You got to get your riposte back on. We got to deal as much damage to this guy as we can every turn. Okay, that displace move sucks. At least he got a riposte off. And yeah, in the back rank, so he can't use his go forward and stun move, which really sucks. She's getting zapped. At least she hasn't been displaced yet, because she's the only one who gets an actual negative from being displaced. Now we've killed the white blood cell. Now I'm going to see if he makes a new one, and it looks like he doesn't, which is very important information. Everybody's got debuffs like crazy, but we're just doing our job here. We're moving on. We are blighting this guy up. The Vestal is going to heal the group again. Yep, that's always a good move when nobody's in serious danger of dying. And oh, he can make a new one, but it does waste a move. So it wastes your move to kill him. But for example, that blight move, maybe not a bad idea. And we got this guy down under half. He's all blighted up. Things are looking good. I'm still not double blighting the back ranks, but what are you going to do? And he's going to get reconstituted. See, that's why that guy sucks. Just makes the fights go longer. I don't know why he didn't use that move in the first fight, but what are you going to do? Okay, so we still kind of need to heal the group, but we also need to heal him. He needs a targeted heal on himself. Revivify. You're going to heal yourself for 20. That's 36 damage he's healed this round between him and the white blood cell, which is just, there's no need for that. We don't need that. Ain't nobody got time for that. He's going to digest us now. That's crazy. Oh, and there's our blight. And the Vestal is at death's door. So it's very good that our Plague Doctor got to go first, fixing both of those problems right away. I am terrified right now. I'm like, this feels like a totally different fight than the first one. Like the first one was to lull you into a false sense of security. And then this is like, oh yeah, this is what these guys actually do. Yep, bulging gaze again for 11. That actually, we could take that all day long with our heals. But it's the blight and stuff that's terrible. We can't really stun. We're going to go with the riposte move again, I would assume. No, he does do the stun. That surprises me. I don't know why I decided to do that other than just get a moment of respite against the horrors. But let's see. Okay. We're still blighting and bleeding this guy up as hard as we possibly can. Now we're gonna blight him again, and I think he's getting close to being dead. Now we're gonna stun this guy so he can't heal him. And at least the stun worked. And then we need to heal our Hellion, and we should have actually cured her blight, but it's only for one more round, so we're probably not going to bother with it. He's going to frickin' heal himself again, which is really annoying. And that's 10 damage a round. He is dead in 3 rounds, but we need to kill him quicker than that. Now we got more blight. Blight was not a problem up until this point. Now, her blight is gone, which is nice, so she's going to smack him as hard as she can, get more bleed on him. We're going to heal his blight right now before it just whittles him away. Yay, another heal on the big guy. That is super fun. Okay, we're going to blight this guy, or stun this guy, so we don't have to worry about him. And then now we should be able to kill this guy before the white blood cell gets to move again. Except, of course, he's going to spit bile all over our Hellion and put her at death's door. We have to heal, and we chose to heal the Hellion. I was thinking possibly do a group heal, because she's already at death's door, and one hit is going to take her back down anyway. But in post you see things you don't see in the regular game, and in the regular game you see things you don't see in post. That's just the way it works. It's easier to look at this and decide what to do, what you should have done in the past. But we killed him, and we killed him before this guy got unstunned, which is what we wanted. She's at death's door. I decided to use that, which is probably very smart, and I should have been doing that before, but yeah, I always forget anti-venom. Okay, you can't be dodging stuff. If we blight him, I think he's dead. Yeah. Oh, and he got to move. I was hoping that maybe the Vestal would get a chance to go. Okay, well, we are getting closer to the center, which is always nice. We've still got 3 camps. I'm kind of surprised I don't decide to eat some food before going into this fight. But there is no fight here, so that's pretty cool. Now I'm trying to decide here, do I go to the right or do I go down? They both kind of feel like they might be the center, but I think, I decide to camp. I guess we lost our buffs, so this makes sense. Cure some stress, which is starting to become an issue. We've all got damage, which is an issue. Let's see. Do I decide to sanctuary here? Here's where I'm talking about I don't know if it causes the nighttime ambush. And like I said, I still don't know because my memory is terrible. I think I decide not to. It does, yeah, see, that's what I was doing. If they have mortality debuffs, it heals them. If two people that weren't her had mortality debuffs, it would have healed both of them. But because she's not her companion, it didn't heal her, which really annoyed me. I wish that Sanctuary, because Sanctuary is not very good. It's extremely situational, and one of those situations that's very common is the person casting it is the one that would benefit from it. And I think it would be a little bit better of a skill. You don't even need to up the respite for it. But at least we guaranteed no ambush here, so we don't get another data point. But yeah. So I decided to go to the right. It kind of feels like the right might be more center than the bottom there. But I think I'm going to hit all 4 of these rooms is the idea. So we're going to go here. We're going to see if we find the bad guys, and we don't even find a room fight. We just find this. So I figure I'll go down here, and then I'll go here if that's not the center. I was actually saying that at the time. That's kind of funny. This is very good coffee, by the way. And oh, good. Another cyst. Immediately displacing our man-at-arms, who resists it, which is awesome. And we're gonna just pile the blight on this guy. And I obviously hadn't thought to put the blight on the guy in the back ranks yet. We need heals. And I decide to go for that's 12 healing across 3 people instead of directed healing, which seems to be doing like 10 or something like that. I don't know. Now we're gonna get a bulging gaze. There's 20 damage. That's more than we were healing, you'll note. But there's not much we can do about that. And notice I didn't take Battle Trance on the Hellions, so she doesn't mind being not in the front ranks. I think that was part of the decision process when I took Sanctuary, was that I wasn't going to be using those points for Battle Trance. Because I just like his stun move too much. Now, okay, we're going to do another 12-point heal across the board. Then we're going to stun this guy, knocking him back, which is always good. I love stuns, especially when they're crit hits. I do not like bulging gazes. It seems like that can target 1 or 2 people, which is kind of weird. There's another bulging gaze, or at least he has another laser beam move that targets 2 that's maybe not bulging gaze. There we go. I finally figured out that I could double blight the 2 of them, and then we get teleported. Which, as I said, I knew was a thing. I just didn't know it could happen right there. Now, I also don't know. I have found out later by watching, at least by watching someone else's stream. I don't know if it happened in this video. I know if you go back, they're just as hurt as they were when you left them. What I don't know is if I ever went back to that hallway. Okay, that's a 15-point heal. That's not bad. These guys are definitely easier than the guys we were fighting. So this is actually kind of nice, and I can cheese this fight a little bit to get some heals in. Especially when I stun with my man-at-arms. Oh, God, we got another death's door here? No, not quite. But we are going to stun that guy, I guess. Okay, I kind of would have picked the guy that was already hurt, but what are you going to do? Maybe I'm thinking I could kill the guy who's already hurt before he moves, but I can't. Fetch on the guy in the front. Okay, I'm not going to complain. It's just not the move that I would consider doing. Now, that moves her forward. It does give her a debuff, but it gets her forward and it gets the Plague Doctor in the back ranks, which is nice. We can take care of any blight we happen to get or anything like that. I think, yeah, if you can't kill, stun is a great move. And also, it's a great move when you need to cheese the fight a little bit to get some heals off. I kind of wish the Hellion had Barbaric Yawp on her, because we could hold off on this fight for quite a while. But I like her other 4 moves. All 4 of her other moves are good in different situations. I could probably drop. There's 12. Actually, no, that's 16 heal. That's pretty good. I could probably drop Breakthrough I've only used it once this entire fight, and I'd probably be yopping every fight. I don't think I ever did that, but we've triple stunned them, which is nice. Now we got to kill somebody before we do that. And I hate it when the guy who goes last goes first in the next round. That always annoys me. That'll never not annoy me. What am I going to do here? Yeah, I think blighting this guy is a good move because he's the highest one, and also he's double stunned. So he's got to move twice before he goes again. So now he's dead. So we don't have to worry about him anymore. And now it's these guys, and I'm thinking riposte on the front guy or stun the back guy. Either way. Breakthrough here is a pretty awesome choice. But we can blight that guy, now he's dead. So the only guy left is the guy who's stunned. And sadly, we never got our Vestal to go. Come on, Vestal. Come on, Vestal. I'm going to crush the body, I would assume. Yeah. And then now it's the Vestal's turn. Oh, nope, Vestal doesn't get to go because, the game hates me. Now, we're somewhere semi-random, but at least we get to see where we are in relation to the map. And I'm like, well, I wanted to go here anyway, so I'll just go up here and come down it this way. I should also probably put my Hellion in the front, but I always forget that. And no fight. I like these runs where you have no fight whatsoever. Yeah, there. I remembered something. I'm like Fezzik. I did something right. Oh, good. Another Mammoth Cyst and White Cell Stock combo. Okay, but I figured out the what to do here. I'm also trying to decide, do I really want to start healing, or do I want to try to control the fight? And obviously, I want to start healing, even though they're doing more damage than she's healing. It does let us last a little bit longer, and I don't think we really have the choice to not do that. Nice resist there. That lets my Plague Doctor do this move, which I've decided finally is the correct move to do in this situation. The more blight you can get... Yeah, see, digestion targets both. And it puts blight on my Man-at-Arms. Am I going to cure that with... Yes, I am. Nice, done. Instantly thinking I should have brought more anti-venom, obviously. We're going to stun this guy. We're going to bring the stock up front. The problem here is we can't double blight anymore. We can, though, just stack the bleed on this dude. And stack the blight on this dude. And then, what's he doing? Teleporting us! Yay, for more teleport. The good news is now we know that fight's there, and we can possibly avoid it, although we're on the entire other side of the map now, so what does it matter? So let's go ahead and we're going to cheese this fight a little bit. The good thing about these fights is you can get some heals off before you go back out and fight the real enemies, so that's always nice. She kind of needs to targeted heal herself. Yeah, see, 9 points of damage. It's hard to justify that, but it's also hard not to do it in this situation. I would really like them to attack the Hellion so that she gets the chance to heal the whole group and actually get the full benefit of it. But who am I? I can't decide things. We can't bleed this guy, so we're just going to smack him as hard as we can. We're apparently going to break through, which makes no sense whatsoever in that situation. Although maybe we needed to do a little more damage to the guy in the back, although it doesn't look like it based on his health bar. I don't know what I was thinking there. But let's go ahead and blight this guy. Let's hopefully get another heal off on our Vestal. We're going to stun this guy, obviously, which is, again, a bad reason to move the Vestal up. But there's a group heal. Everybody gets benefit from that. If we can get a little more blight on this guy, we don't need to kill him. But, oh, you know what I might have been doing? I might have done breakthrough to do less damage total, to make it more likely that the Vestal would get 2 heals off. That is definitely a possibility. That sounds like something I would do. Of course, it didn't work, but what are you gonna do? What? Oh, are we camping again? We are. Even though we have our buffs. And I'm starting to get worried about food. I'm not as worried about stress. Somebody has Stress Eater, which is nice. Probably the Man-at-Arms, because he was the only one that was over 50%, although the Vestal, I guess, was too. So we are going to do Tactics. We don't need to heal people with mortality debuffs. We're going to take Sharpened Spear. We are going to, what are we going to do here? Bulimia. Bulimia really doesn't matter. It's not worth wasting the respite on. Accuracy and dodge sounds pretty darn good, especially on, say, the Hellion or the Man-at-Arms. Maybe I'm thinking his respite move, or the Hellion, who does more damage total. We got 2 points left. Probably going to use it on an Encourage, and probably going to use it on him. Yeah, there you go. Although he's possibly the stress faster. I probably should have looked that up and then relieved the stress on the other one, just to save some food. But, that's marginal at best. Okay. Now I'm thinking here, I don't want to go through that fight. I probably should have been thinking that I do want to go through that fight because I know now that they're healed. I thought maybe I would come back and he would be there, but apparently I'm going this way anyway. Yeah, see, I was actually drawing it. I was figuring I'm going to go around that fight through that hallway that I know is okay. And oh good, another mammoth cyst and another white blood cell. Yep, we're going to put bleed on him. I just realized the Hellion is not in the front. Doesn't really matter that much. So we're going to stun this guy because that seems to work really well. His move is surprisingly low for somebody that big, but I'm not going to complain. It's just funny. You would think that you wouldn't be able to move him at all, but apparently you can. And an argument could be made for the white blood cell too because he's stuck to the ground. But who am I? Okay, we're going to displace the Vestal, which is probably a good idea because I think she wants to be in the second rank anyway, although that might not be true because the Plague Doctor's been put in the third rank the whole time. So I think this is the way that she was before. So we're just stacking the bleed like you do. We're going to stack the blight like you do. I mean, that's good. I think that's 12 damage every round to both of them. He's going to heal himself, which makes me totally happy. And then we're going to try to stun this guy again. There we go. Stunned and knocked back, which is nice. Actually, it's not nice, to be honest. It kind of sucks because it means that, yeah, see, this is still better. 7 to 9, 3 to 4. As long as it heals 2 people, or actually, as long as it heals 3 people, it's always better. Because at the very bare minimum, it's going to heal 9 damage. And it increases the chances of critting someone and getting all that. Okay, Bulging Gaze. Nice dodge there. See, now see the blight's no longer good, but we can at least put it on him with the one that does damage too. Now we could stun this guy again, but it looks like that buff is... Oh, it's protection. So yeah, definitely. Stun this guy, knock him back. Or just stun him, either way. And now he's dead, so I guess stunning him possibly wasn't the best choice. But we can kill this guy pretty handily. We're actually doing quite well now that I've figured out that double blight thing. And the summon move, while it sucks, does have the benefit of not attacking us that round, which is never bad. So if we can, every time we kill a white blood cell, we basically get a free move, which is good, especially when you've got 20 points of blight and bleed on somebody. Okay, displacing the Plague Doctor doesn't happen, so I was going to say it's not a big deal. We can go right back to double blighting, which is nice. We can also stun this guy again. Even though with the knockback chance, I think it's worth it. Just every time he's stunned, we don't have to worry about him. That's a nice crit right there. I think he's now dead. That's 20. Yes, he's dead even if he gets healed, probably. So now we're going to try to stun this guy. We're going to heal the group again. Oh, no, we're going to target to heal because we've actually got 2 people who are pretty high. We actually benefited. We left this fight better off than when we entered it, which is pretty good considering it's, so far at least what we've seen. This is the boss of the fight, and this white blood cell stock is dead, so I'm going to take a turn to bolster just because, and we're also going to heal probably the group. Yeah, oh, double crit. Awesome. On the 2 people with stress, and we're actually looking really good now. This makes me happy. This now I feel like we have a chance here. As long as the final battle is not anything worse than what we've seen so far. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it themselves, although I would be sad if you were watching this having not seen it yourself if you were ever planning on playing. If you're not planning on playing, hey, go for it. And even, you know what, if you don't care, go for it too. I don't care. If you don't care, I don't care. Let's see. We need to stun. We need to stun more. Okay, that guy's finally been stunned, which is nice. And I just realized with my Hellion here, that back move hit is completely useless. Yop would be much better than Iron Swan. Venomous Phlegm. Yum. You just got spat on. Luckily, you're the one with all the resists, so of all the people to be blighted, I guess you're probably the best one. Stunning Secretion. Oh, and now you're at Death's Door. We got 3 people at Death's Door, which is awesome, and one of them is stunned. Okay, we got to put blight on him, or we got to get bleed on him to hopefully kill him. The guy in the back is dead. Oh, he's dead too. So these antibodies need to be damaged severely, but we need to heal our Plague Doctor for 12, which is awesome. I don't know how that works when it's 7 and 9, and it didn't crit, but I'm not going to complain. Stunning is always good, except for when they do it, and put our Plague Doctor back at Death's Door. At least it doesn't blight. Could be worse. That could be a move that blights. We definitely need to kill these guys as quickly as possible. They're doing more damage to us than we are to them. And obviously, an obvious move here is to try to stun the guy who's not stun resisted. And that's what I did. And somebody needs to go, and that could have ended the run very quickly there. Let's go ahead and heal. I think here is where I realize that healing the group is probably the better move in this choice, although right now healing the group isn't a good choice because everybody's up. But if 2 people were low, I would be healing the group right now because instead of just the Plague Doctor, because 1 hit knocks the Plague Doctor back to Death's Door, so you might as well just accept the fact that she's going to be going back to Death's Door every frickin' turn and just heal the group. And get stunned. Okay. I decide to hit this guy. I'm pretty sure the guy in the back might not be dead, but maybe I checked that. Sadly, I can't check it now because I'm not playing. Hey, look at that. Another 9-point puke on our Plague Doctor, putting her back at Death's Door. Yeah, okay, we critted this guy to kill him. Let's see if this guy just dies on his own. If he doesn't, I'm going to be mad at myself. Yeah, I must have checked. I would never bolster here unless I knew for a fact. Okay, we got a scout. Oh, wait, we got a scout. You always get a scout. Okay, we just got to get through this hallway, and we're good. We only have 1 more camp, which is kind of annoying. We came in here with 4 camps. We've scouted, it looks like, about 1/10 of the dungeon, and we only have 1 camp left. And we're going to get ganashed here by a ganasher. And then we're going to stun the polyp. Seems like a good deal. We really need to heal our Plague Doctor. And if this pulls her forward, thank you for resisting both of those. Now we're going to heal the Plague Doctor directly. She needs to do more than 9 points of healing. Now we're going to bleed somebody out. There we go. Yeah, the guy who's stunned is the great choice because it's 2 moves. We need to do 5 points of damage to him. And we don't really have a move that does 5, so let's just do 12 and kill him. Okay, now I'm starting to think maybe we can cheese the fight, get some heals off. Yeah, obviously I'm cheesing the fight to get some heals off. We're definitely going to stun one of these guys. If you're cheesing the fight, stunning is the way to go, but you know, who am I? Other than the guy who played this before, and I don't remember what I did. Okay, yep, we're healing ourselves. That's a definite indication that we're cheesing the fight. But yeah, I don't know why I'm not stunning these people. The stun was the right move. It was the correct move. Yop right now would be even a better move. But I'm not doing any of that. And instead, I'm healing myself, which is, if you're going to riposte, healing yourself is worse than that. So I don't know what I'm doing. And we're at Death's Door again, which is fantastic. Okay, stun. Bolster is, there we go. I figured it out. I realized something in the past that I realized again right now. Yeah, I think I'm deciding here, you know what? Maybe it's not worth trying to cheese the fight. Let's go ahead and heal her again for 10. Don't know how that works when it goes to 9, but I don't know. Okay, heal yourself. Ideally, we'll stun the guy who's high up and then kill the guy who's low. And ideally, one of us will get to go before... Yes, there we go. She just said she needs a healer. She is a healer. Yeah, stun this guy. There we go. And then now we're gonna direct some heals again at the Plague Doctor. 12 points is awesome. 12 seems to be the max. Maybe I just misread that screen when I was rewatching this, but I thought for sure it said it would go to 9. Don't know what I was checking there. Get some bleed on this guy. I would love to get another stun on him, but obviously the right choice here is to heal the Plague Doctor. Over 50%, which is not bad. Yeah, this is cheesing. Now we're going to stun this guy. No, we're going to activate Repose like a moron. Not 100% sure why I didn't stun him. But hey, crit, why not? Okay. Now I got 2 choices for the final room. From the way the layout looks, if you teleport to the outside and we're heading to the inside, definitely one of those 2 rooms is the middle room. The question is which of those 2, and there's only one way to find out, and that's to go into them. Ideally, this hallway will be empty, and maybe even this room will be empty. We have our camping buffs, so if this hallway is empty and this is the final room, we'll have our camping buffs for the final room. And there's one of the guys from the other thing. I don't remember if the guy's name was Templar Sniper, but I'm a bit terrified that I have to fight one, considering how much damage they dealt on us last game. So let's go ahead and we're going to use both of our stun moves on him because we got to get this guy stunned as quickly as possible. Yeah, I don't think this is the same guy from the other one because he only gets 1 move. So he's kind of a mini boss, but not a massive mini boss. Got a nice stun on him. Looks like we're going to be healing with the Vestal after this. He apparently has pretty good dodge, or we're low rolling, I guess, because a miss is a low roll, not necessarily at the dodge. It's 12 points of damage, and I don't know if the bleed landed. It's looking pretty good though. We're doing okay, especially if we can get 1 more stun on him. His stun resist is 138. I'm pretty sure I'm going to check. I didn't. I just hit. Okay, I guess I figure I'm just going to go all out. That's 20 points if we can do 12, or land some bleed. See, I'm trying to decide, do I want to try to land bleed, or do I want to just try to get 12 with the other hit? And I think I decide for bleed. I do, and it crits and lands bleed, so he's dead. That's pretty awesome. And we're looking okay as far as health is concerned. Plague Doctor's stress is a little concerning. And there's something in the center, so obviously that's got to be the thing. And other than that, though, this is exactly the fight that we've been owning on before. So we've already practiced. We've figured out our strategies here for this fight. As long as we don't get teleported, we're going to be fine. This is going to be no problem whatsoever. And if we do get teleported, we can just come back and take care of him there. So that's pretty awesome. Plague Doctor getting displaced is annoying, but it doesn't happen, so that's pretty cool. The guy digesting us is disgusting. Yeah, I'm glad that doesn't heal him. It seems like something that could possibly heal him, but I guess he's just puking up digestive fluid on us. And I figure this is the final battle. Definitely, we're going to use every trinket we have, every whatever you call it, supply item that we can get our mitts on. But yeah, just killing this guy. We've done it before. We can do it again. He's going to heal himself, which, you know what? He can do that all game, and I'm not gonna get mad at him for doing that. We just need to pile stuff on this guy. Yeah, stunning this guy is a good idea, though. The last thing I want to do is get teleported away from this battle and have to come all the way back across the dungeon. That would be super annoying. Another thing that would be super annoying is to have my Man-at-Arms die from being blighted 700 times in a row. At least he's picking on other people now, so that's good. Okay, more bleed. You can't put enough bleed and blight on this guy. And I'm pretty sure as soon as I kill these guys, I'm going to win. So let's go ahead and double blight up the back rank and the front rank. That's 20 damage a round. That's still 4 rounds. 20 damage a round, and it would take 4 rounds to kill him if I didn't do anything else to him. He needs to take an anti-venom. We're down to 1. I think we're going to stun this guy again. Yeah, that's the right move. And then just got to put more blight and bleed on him. There we go, 24. That's nice. Yeah, I think if I was going to do this again, spoiler alert, I don't have to do it again because I'm going to win this fight. But if I had to do this fight again, I think this whole thing again, I think I might actually leave the Plague Doctor out. As awesome as she is, I think possibly a better combo would be to stun these guys would be to knock back the cyst with the Man-at-Arms and then Yop, the 2 of them every time. Although that double blight is a fantastic move, and it really helps this fight. It didn't help before because I didn't know what I was doing, but it definitely would have helped if I had done it from the beginning on all the fights. And I mean, nobody got a resolve check. Nobody, well, 3 people went to Death's Door, but nobody got a resolve check, and stress gets healed at the end of the battle anyway, so at least it has for the first 2. So what's the big deal? Okay, we got 18, so if we do a little bit of damage, of course he's at 19, so we have to do something. And I think possibly, yeah, we're going to stun this guy so he can't heal. And then we gotta hit him with a damage. All we gotta do is... Oh, I guess we didn't have to do a damage. I guess I counted wrong. I count bad sometimes. Then we crush this guy, and then we win. And then we decide, are we going to do the Locust Beacon? And we say, touch it with your hand. And we win! Yay! Kind of anticlimactic, to be honest. Compared to how hard the rest of the dungeon was, the final battle really wasn't that hard. It's like the dungeon just taught us how to beat the final battle. But you know what? After the second dungeon, I don't think it's bad that the third dungeon had kind of a weak boss. But we won. That's the important thing. There is about 3 more minutes left in this video, and I'm not gonna play it because obviously it's just me talking about strategies. I'm gonna tell you this. Whatever I said at the end of this video, I decided not to do it. I decided to instead send 4 people into the 4th Darkest Dungeon, which I knew absolutely nothing about. I decided to send 4 people in and just kind of scout it. I took 4 people who I thought I wouldn't want to send into the Darkest Dungeon, and I sent them into the final battle. So that's what you're going to see next time. Sadly, it's again going to be post-commentary because I recorded that with the bad audio as well, but what are you going to do? So I hope you're looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to sitting here and recording it for another who knows how long. I'm HMV, and I will, as always, talk at you later.